Whew. Well, welcome back, everybody. Today we're starting our first proper session. Preliminaries are all out of the way, so let us begin. Alright, so we will pick up where our prologue left off. You four are in an Atlas transport on your way to Beacon Academy. Is there anything any of you would like to do during the ride there?
I'm just reading the same book we left off with. Light's still shining from my finger to help illuminate it. Because the lighting in this transport is not very nice. It's not optimal.
Yes, there are windows, so you absolutely can look out them, Cid. These are upgraded transports. They have windows now.
You know what? Yeah, as I see the long-haired individual just gazing at it, I just pay no mind.
Slash, I'm going to assume you are wrapping up your metallic arm. Alrighty. Alright, so eventually you all look out one of the windows and you see Beacon Academy fast approaching. Alright, here we are, Beacon Academy. Home of future hunters and huntresses, the pilot replies before he makes his approach to land.
Well, then, let's get ready to go. As I place the book in my bag and motion to the napping person to wake up.
How large is the academy, is what you're asking, Slash? It's pretty big. Like, you've all seen descriptions of what the old Beacon Academy looks like. This one looks even bigger and grander than the original did.
Okay.
The pilot will actually respond to Peter's statement. Yeah, they really did a nice job touching this place up. Looks even better than it used to. It's amazing what a few years of repairing and construction can do, eh?
You see that tower? You can climb it.
And at last, the pilot will touch the transport down on a helipad nearby the fountain area. All right, last stop. Everyone off.
Well then. Thank you.
As you all get off the transport, the pyro will look in your direction, give you a 2-finger salute, and say, "Give my regards to the staff there," before closing the doors and taking off with the transport.
All right. Whatever you say. Where do we go now?
All right, so you are now at the fountain on the grounds outside of the academy.
Probably not the rude one, Giygas.
Ah, the polite one. He's a good lad.
Are there any other people with us or in the immediate area?
Oh, around the fountain? Yes, 8 in fact.
8 individuals.
There are 4 groups of people, one on each side of the fountain. On one side, you have a young, chipper-looking lad with a dog's tail, which indicates that he is a faunus. He's got very bright, cheerful eyes, and he seems to be talking to what you presume to be one of his pals or teammates. That person in tail has very short, spiked hair and is wearing a blue scarf around his neck.
You know what? I don't know about the law of. We'll approach those 2. Just as like a first. Whatever. I don't know what the others want to do.
All right, so Lilac will make her way over to the 2 individuals. What does everyone else want to do? Well, I guess while you guys are deciding, I will describe the others. On the side of the fountain with the 2 people that Lilac is now approaching, there's also a very short young lady wearing sunglasses and dressed in very dark clothes, wearing a very dark colored hoodie. And right next to her is a fairly tall lady who her outfit looks like she stepped right out of the 80s. I'm talking like a puffy vest, like frizzed long hair.
Lilac sees those 2 as she walks to the 2 men, and she's like, "Yeah, I'd rather not talk to Hot Topic and 80s reject."
The short one will actually take off her eyes and stare at you with her very slinted serpent-like eyes, indicating she is also a faunus. Yeah, well, I don't really feel like talking with a snooty bookworm, so the feeling's mutual. Before putting your sunglasses back on and turning back to the taller lady.
And of course, that's what Millie's gonna do. What are the other groups of individuals? For the other 2 people who have, well, I guess it's really Peter who's deciding what to do. What are the? How about the other guys?
The others on the other side of the fountain?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first off, you see a young woman polishing a very large claymore. She's dressed in an outfit similar to the short faunus you were talking to, but much more. How do I put this? Much more loudly, like she's got a very punk vibe to her.
Okay.
Next to her is a individual with glasses, well-kept hair, a nice pressed, almost suit-like shirt, and nice pressed pants, studying up on a book. It's a pretty big claymore. It's like an anime claymore, so it's pretty friggin' big. Sitting on the fountain is a very shy-looking young girl, her hair covering one of her eyes, and she is currently polishing her weapon, which looks to be an axe. And finally, you see in the back someone dressed in what looks like almost like an aviator's jacket, like, those brown jackets with like the puffy collars, the furry puffy collars. She's currently taking a few practice swings with her weapon, which looks to be an incredibly large bat.
Well then.
Size of the woman, yes.
All right. So I guess Peter's just Peter, Cid, and Millie are all just doing their own thing.
All right, so Lilac will approach the two men you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
All right. The finest one will be the first to notice you and look over and be like, "Oh, look, Marvin! More hunters."
Yes. Who are you again? Well,
The finest will
I sup-
quickly take a few steps right up in front of you and offers hand. "Hi there, it's nice to meet you. My name's Dakota."
At first she thinks about accepting the hand, but because it's like, okay, this guy's a little crazily friendly, but it's like, okay, but she returns a handshake. Well, nice to meet you too. My name is Lilac.
"Nice to meet you, Lilac. I hope we'll get along really well. Ooh, let me introduce you to my other friends here." And he'll, still holding onto your hand, he'll pull you, though gently. He's a little considerate. He'll gently pull you over to the others.
Well then. Okay, where are you? Okay.
First off, he will gesture to the man with the scarf. "This is one of my old childhood friends, Marvin Pines." Marvin will look over you and give you a wave. "Why, hello there."
Good. What time of day is it? What time of day is it right now?
Dakota will be like, "Why do you want to know the time of day?"
I, I was that wasn't in character, but that wasn't in character. I was asking you a question.
Oh,
Shadow.
okay. It is fairly early morning, like not like early
Okay.
morning, but like.
Okay. Good morning. Nice to meet you.
He'll point over to the short young lady. "That's Ebony. I noticed earlier. Don't worry about her. She's just a little. How do I put this? Closed off, I guess."
Hmm. I I could relate sometimes.
And
I
then
can relate.
finally, he will point to the taller lady that's talking with Ebony, and that's Peyton. She's excitable, to put it that way.
Eccentric, tall, has an interesting choice of fashion. Yeah.
"Thanks, I worked really hard on it," Peyton says as she's suddenly behind you.
Whoa, what? Uh, hello, Peyton. Why are you behind me again?
"Your shampoo smells really nice. What do you use?"
Oh my goodness.
Ebony will
This
actually
is
walk
going.
over and put a few feet between you and Peyton. "Apologies about Peyton. She's friendly to a fault."
I have a feeling that out of the people I've just spoken to, that she's not the only one.
Peyton will actually look down at Ebony and be like, "Now, Ebony, say you're sorry to the lady." She still has her sunglasses on, but you can clearly tell she's rolling her eyes. But eventually she'll look over you and be like, "Listen, sorry about the cold introduction. It's just, I deal with your kind a lot, and they aren't good experiences."
All I can say is, hope we can get along better then. Anyway, I suppose that would
Well,
wrap up.
to answer Blauze's question, everyone, the four on the other side of the fountain aren't really socializing. They're just doing their own things.
Really? So, my original question before I got dragged around and meeting you three, as I turned back to Dakota. So where do we go from here now for instructions and all that?
Dakota will answer your question with, "Oh, we were just told to wait for one of the staff members. They'll come and give us a tour."
Ah, okay, so that's why everyone's out here then. That was just a little bit concerning.
Yeah, it's taken them damn long enough. You hear the lady polishing her claymore exclaim, rather rudely.
All right, well, I agree with I agree with the statement, at least.
So does anyone else want to do anything before we just skip a little ahead until the staff member gets there?
Can you give me like 1 minute real quick?
Not a problem. He's a gearhead first. I can respect that.
I have returned.
All right, welcome back. I will let Blauze type his thing, and then we will move on. Alrighty. So another 15-20 minutes pass, and eventually the staff member comes. They're in a nice, well-kept white suit that goes well with their white hair. I think you guys know who this is.
Could it be?
With her hands behind her back, she looks at the 12 of you and smiles and says, "Welcome to Beacon Academy. I'm Weiss Schnee. I will be one of your staff members here."
Oh my. When they said Beacon had a fantastic staff this year, I didn't think they would pull out all the stops. Oh, oh, yeah. I'm just pulled all the stops out for Beacon, huh? And then she hears a thud.
Ebony will look over at Millie fainting and be like, "And she's down."
Oh, should we get some help? Can we get some help over here?
Peyton will go over and check her and be like, "It's okay, she's fine."
I hope not, Peter. For her sake.
Well, anyway, you were told you were beginning a grand tour before your first day, so please follow me. Weiss will do an about turn and walk towards the academy. The punk girls group will be the first to go follow them.
Mm-hmm.
followed by Dakota's group minus Dakota, who's sort of slowing down and just waiting for you guys, because he's a good boy.
All right. Okay, and you know what? Lilac will be the first to follow up with the rest of the group. Pretty much like in between, like right by Dakota, or just ahead of the rest of her crew, or quote unquote crew.
All right. God damn, just immediately. It's like, oh, Weiss. Bleh. Well, Ebony's right next to you and hears it, but she decides to not say anything for your sake. All right, so you all follow Weiss into the academy, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The halls are just look so well kept and grandiose.
Wow, it really is just. I've seen pictures of the old one, and this blows it out the water. Where did you guys get the funding for this?
As Weiss keeps walking, she chuckles. You know, funding isn't really a problem when your sister runs a very wealthy dust company and you have good connections with both the Atlas military and the White Fang.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And as you're making your way down the halls, Weiss actually gets a communication on her scroll. She'll answer it and be like, "Yes, Glinda, really? Now? I'm just in the middle of giving the new students a tour. It can't wait, huh? Fine." She'll put her scroll away and turn around back to you 12. My apologies. I will have to hand this tour over to another staff member as the principal needs me for something. But I will see you all later tomorrow when homeroom starts.
We'll be sure to be there, Miss Snee. Yeah, Peter, no kidding. Place is huge.
Weiss will turn around and walk down one of the halls, presumably to go fetch another staff member to complete the tour. So you all have a few minutes to yourselves. The punk girl's going to be the first to speak up and be like, "Wow, she comes all this way here to give us a tour and can't even be asked to finish it. Beacon Academy staff, everybody."
You're gonna tickle the punk girl with your hair.
And said punk girl will grab your hair in her hand and give it a yank, pulling you closer. "Do not try me."
So I'm gonna go back to those to the other group, and I'm just gonna converse with them. So what do you think about this place? We all know what she thinks over there.
Clover will the girl will eventually let go of your hair. And then it'll be Dakota that speaks up and says, "Well, we have a few minutes, so I guess introductions are in order."
I suppose. You've introduced your little group of buddies to me, but I suppose these guys, gesturing to the other three, haven't given you a proper introduction yet. Actually, really, I haven't either.
Yeah, especially that girl over there. She refuses to talk to me, and she's kind of rude about it.
It's part of their nature, really. I've been around quite a few people like that.
The well-kept fellow with the glasses will walk over and say to you, "You will have to excuse Clover's behavior. She's not exactly a social butterfly."
Mm. Well, I'm not exactly one myself, but I can live with dealing. I, of all people, would know how to deal with one of those. Then to live with them at least.
The gentleman will nod to you before saying, Nicholas Sinclair."
Lilac Towns. Hope nobody knows. Hope nobody knows that last name.
All right. Go ahead and give me. Let's see. What would be? I guess detection would be the closest thing to perception. So go ahead and give me a detection roll.
Well, that's a 10. That's a normal.
You do not notice anyone pick up on that last name, so you assume you're good.
Okay. And Peter is introducing himself.
All right. Who are you offering your hand to?
So really, anyone willing to accept
anyone.
it.
All right. The lady with the bat that you saw earlier will grab your left hand and shake it. Though she doesn't say anything. So Nicholas speaks up for her. This is Gilda Howler. She's not really a talker.
Yeah. Are you playing? No offense to anyone, Nicholas, but it kind of feels like you're playing diplomat for those people.
I assure you, they all have their reasons. Gilda over there because she's the quiet actions speak louder than words type. He points over to the shy-looking girl. Lily because, well, she's not the most bold person, and then points to Clover. And Clover because she's Clover.
I feel that Clover will get along with absolutely everyone around here.
I heard that, jackass, Clover exclaims.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm assuming, well, Cid has introduced himself, and so does so obviously Millie is not I didn't quite catch her name, unfortunately. Not to, but she seems to be able to do things with her hair and faints at the sight of Weisschnee. That's all I know right now about her. As I say that to Dakota's group.
Marvin will speak up and be like, yeah, and hope for her sake it's not exactly a theme.
Well, then, I suppose we've gotten the introductions out of the way then.
Mm-hmm. All right, so a few more minutes pass, and eventually someone comes over, presumably a staff member, to continue the tour. She's a young looking girl with red hair, a green dress, and black boots, and she just looks unbelievably happy. She looks over at all of you and waves her hand saying, "Salutations!" Welcome to Beacon Academy. I'm the guidance counselor. My name's Penny.
Hi.
Miss Schnee sent me to continue the tour here, so if you'll please follow me, I can show you around.
Okay, yeah, let's get moving then, Penny.
All right, please follow me then. She'll turn around and start walking down one of the halls.
Let us go.
All right, so I assume you will all follow Penny.
I see no reason not to. We get lost as shit if we.
Yes, you would. All right, so the 12 of you follow Penny, and she shows you various places around campus. The various classrooms, the library, the cafeteria, a few of the outdoor areas like the courtyard, before coming back to the main hall. The tour concluded. Well, I certainly hope you'll know your way around the academy more. Your first day of classes start tomorrow.
All right, then. Thank you for your time.
It's not a problem at all.
Hope to see you around some more then.
As do I. Farewell for now. Before she goes and heads back down one of the halls, presumably to her office.
So, guys, so where to now is the prevalent question.
Would you like to do anything beforehand?
ask the rest of the crew.
Ah, perfect. I'm glad Peter asked. Because as soon as Peter asked that, Penny comes running back down the halls and says, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I didn't even show you all to your dorms."
It's okay. Just take a stare.
"Please follow me." Penny walks out the doors, leading you to the dorms, obviously a little embarrassed that she forgot that detail.
All right.
She will lead you to the dorm, one of the dorm buildings, and take you all inside. The dorms are structured much differently than they used to, as there
Hmm.
seem to be less rooms. In fact, there are only 3 rooms here, but they are very, 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 very spacious. Like, each room is so big that basically there's a main room for the 4 of you, but then you each have like your own individual bedroom you can go to.
Nice, nice. Well, they they pulled no stops. They pulled all the stops, I should say, actually.
Beacon Academy is made to train the next generation of hunters and huntresses. We were only going to give you the best.
Uh, one more question. Who's staying in which rooms?
Ah, yes. 1 second, she will pull out her scroll and quickly pull up a few documents, double checking them. All right. The rooms will be shared by the following people. She first points to the one on the left. Clover Samson, Nicholas Sinclair, Lily Whisperwood, and Gilda Howler. Clover will be the first to speak up and say, "Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to bed now." Before storming into her room, presumably just to nod off.
Well, she's eager to crash in.
Nicholas shakes his head before following her. "Ah, I swear to God, Clover." And then Lily and Gilda will follow him into the room. Penny then points to the room at the far end, at the back. Dakota Diamond, Marvin Pines, Ebony Slate, and Peyton Hart. Peyton looks very happy at this. "We get to share a room, Ebony." And Ebony, who's been very like drawl and like laid back, stammers out, "Yeah, that's great."
I'm just gonna make a just as a snide little joke. Well, they're probably only gonna need 3 of those 4 rooms.
You know what? I am actually going to have Ebony roll detection, see if she picks up on you saying that.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh no, it's up against a shadow roll. Oh no.
Okay, so 2d10 plus her detection. She hears
Oh
you.
God. Oh my God. Fucking shadow rolls.
Ebony picks up what you're saying and looks over you and scowls. She decides not to push further, but she just gives you a gesture of "I'm watching you" before the four of them depart to their room.
Yes, Peter. I deserved that.
And then she points to the final room. And finally, Vermillion Duffy, Peter Anderson, Cid Shikari, and Lilac Towns.
Okay.
Well, all your rooms are assigned. The rest of the day is yours. I hope to see you all first thing tomorrow for your classes. Farewell. And then Penny will turn around and leave the campus.
Shikari. All right then.
You know what? That was a mistake, but I'm keeping that.
All right then. Let's. I have things to. I have things to unpack. So I'm going to get right to it.
Yep, the rest of the day is yours. So what do each of you want to do?
Well, first of all, I'm going to look at Vermillion now that I remember her name, just to see if she's all right after, because I'm still questioning about that last thing earlier in the morning. But after a moment, I take my belongings into one of the rooms and just kind of start unpacking everything. Yep, that's about right. That's about right.
All right, let me open a new window. Let me see what this
Nice.
is. Excellent.
Yeah, you're just.
I don't need a blanket. I have my hair.
Really, I only have like one case right now. As I'm unpacking. Okay, remind father to bring me some of what. Wait, my journal. Where'd it go?
You frantically look through your belongings and find your journal isn't there.
Oh no. Oh no. Where could I have? Oh my god.
Yep, it's at that point you remember when you were being chased by the two men.
I lost something on the way here, is all, Cid. It's nothing that concerns you. Damn it. It's okay. It's really inconsequential. It's just I feel stupid right now. As I set my weapon on a desk that is in the bedroom, it's like, well, this is an engineering beauty here. Now, I wonder where I can add some extra firepower to it. I'm tired. As oh,
And find me a sandwich.
all right, you do that. You do that, Cid.
I mean, if you want a sandwich, Penny showed you where the cafeteria was.
Is it open at this time of day?
Well, it's not closed.
But you didn't tell me it's open. Enough out of character shit.
Well, it is open. It's one of the many things Penny forgot to mention.
Yeah, I don't know if it's open or not, but I guess if you wanna, well, that's the only name we were given as I exit the room. It's like it's the only name she gave us, so I assume that's what we call her for now. And yeah, the cafeteria, she never said it was open, but I guess if you want to do some recon, do a little bit of search and rescue us a couple of sandwiches would. Actually, Cid, how about I go with you? I need to kill some time anyway. I'm not quite tired yet. Oh,
Our first mission, going to the cafeteria.
getting sandwich. Well, Vermillion, I don't see why not, and your semblance makes you hungry?
No, Blauze. It's nice and sunny out. You're good.
Yeah, yes, Peter, I guess we've made a bit of a mission here in a sense. Let's go get some food. Ah, okay. I'd show you what I need to do for mine, but I don't want to blind you right now.
All right, so seems like the whole team's making an excursion to the cafeteria.
Yep. We are the undetermined team's first mission get food.
Get fed, yes. God damn
We're
it.
ordering steamed clams.
All right, so you're all gonna head out to the cafeteria then?
Yerp. The whole gang's here. Everyone is here.
Alrighty then. So you all make your way to the cafeteria. You remember the directions that Penny gave you when you arrive. And the cafeteria is really big. Like it is like at least twice as big as the old Beacon cafeteria.
I guess their memo when recreating this academy was bigger is better.
They're also expecting like a giant influx of students soon enough, so they figured it'd be better to overcompensate than undercompensate.
Yeah, let's
Thank you, Millie. I will put a pin in that for later.
we could how about we could imagine about the food we could have, because I am hungry right now.
Me too, I'm starving, Peyton says, again, behind you.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Why are you always practically teleporting behind me?
Ebony, who is right behind her, walks up and says, It's fine. You get used to it. Plus 100 experience points to Giygas.
Yep, I'm just like, I just do a very weak slap that doesn't have any force behind it to Millie's face. Well, I see you two are here. Are your other friends here as well?
Ebony shakes her head, saying, No, Dakota and Marvin decided to take it easy for the rest of the day.
Oh, okay.
Though it looks like 2 more are coming, she states as she turns around, points down the hall. You see Clover and Lily close behind them. Clover looks very grumpy. This place better not be closed. I'm starving. I need to be fed right now.
Well, how about, let's just go and grab some. Where's the food at anyway? That is a great question. This place is massive. Where do you get food at here?
Ebony will actually ask that question for you, Cid. Weren't you off to bed? Yeah, my stomach had other ideas. Listen, don't give me sass short round. Ebony scowls at Clover.
Well, I see great minds think alike. We're all here. We're all hungry. Let's just go and get some freaking food.
All right, so you're in the main area. The kitchen is just in front of you, and it's not closed off.
Okay, so how do we do this?
However, there is no one in the kitchen.
Did they forget to shut it off?
Clover, being very restless, is like, screw this, I'm hungry, don't care, before hopping over the counter into the kitchen, going to the back.
Are you sure you can do that?
Clover will turn around and be like, as sure as I know you need to mind your own business.
Why aren't you all sunshine and rainbows?
Clover will go to the back and start rummaging around the place. Just like, Jesus Christ, they can't keep anything organized here. Come on. How am I supposed to find anything in this mess? Lily will actually speak up, who followed Clover. Clover, I don't know if we should be back here right now. Lily, give it a rest. It's fine. What are they going to do? Suspend me?
Quote from Girl Suspended.
Does anyone want to follow her and potentially get Clover to stop doing this stupid act? Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Okay, so Lilac will actually take matters. We'll actually kind of hop over as well. Tells Lily, look around, turn around. As Lilac prepares her arm, you notice that her arm is glowing now. And she puts it right in front of Peyton's eyes. Not Peyton's eye. Clover's eyes. And looks away with the intent to just do a little bit of a stun real quick with her semblance.
Clover will turn around, look at your arm, and be like, what the hell are you doing?
Just watch this.
All right, go ahead and give me a semblance roll then.
All right. Oof.
All right, so then your arm starts glowing, and you give her a quick flash. At the last moment, Clover realizes what's about to happen. She half turns away, so she doesn't get completely blinded by it, but it does daze her. It's like, oh, you little, okay, you just push that button. Come here. She's gonna grab a pan and try and throw it at you, but because she can't see, she doesn't throw it in your direction. Millie, go ahead and roll me a reflex.
Oh, this ain't good. This is gonna get in. Oh, nice. Well, you're dodging the shit out of that.
Wrong dice, but you know what? It stayed under a 20, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I did notice. That's close enough. Whoops.
2d10, but again, it's fine.
They're both under 10, so.
So you notice a Clover pick up the pan, and you know you can see what's going to happen from a mile away. So you preemptively duck your head, and the pan goes right over you. And now it flies past you, bounces off. You're sitting at one of the tables, right, Millie? Okay, it will go past you, bounce off one of the tables, And now Peyton needs to make a reflex.
Oh, a freaking boomerang. Not even a boomerang, it's a freaking ricochet. This
All right.
ricocheting all over.
So Peyton's oh, this is delicious too. Oh boy. 2d10 plus.
Well, my rolls have been abysmal, so. Alright, that's that. Okay.
Peyton will see the pen and be like, just like, hey, nice dodge there, Millie, before it bounces and smacks her right in the face.
Oh!
Ow! It's just like, Clover, that wasn't very. Lily stops as she looks over where Peyton is and sees Ebony, who is furious right now. She is very, very unhappy with Clover right now.
Well, what's she gonna do with that now? More importantly, does anyone know what's happening right now outside of this room?
Well, let's see. Okay, give me 1 second to double check something. Okay, Ebony, who is very unhappy, is going to look at the rest of you and be like, do yourselves a favor, cover your ears.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Time to roll semblance with Ebony. So that is perception and willpower, so that is a plus.
I mean, I assume you probably just failed, so you're probably good, Cid. Probably just right out of there.
All right, let's see. All right. Ebony is going to take a deep breath, and then she is going to scream. And because of her semblance, like, this is like a sonic scream. However, unfortunately, she kind of overdoes it. Thankfully, all of you are covering your ears, so it doesn't do too much damage, but you can still feel it despite your ears being covered.
Ow. Oh.
And now Clover's agitated. It's like, will you shut up, you little shrimp? And Ebony will draw her weapon, point it at Clover, and be like, why don't you come over here and make me, bitch? Oh, you want to do this? And Clover will start to draw her weapon. Ooh, okay. You're gonna intimidate? All right, roll me intimidate then, Peter. Two D10 plus your intimidate stat, yes.
Plus whatever your intimidate stat is. Yep. Okay, that's a juicy roll.
So you shout at Clover, and it gets her attention. She puts her weapon away, but then she walks over to you with a sly grin on her face. Oh, think you're tough, do you, huh? Think you're the big dog. Give me just 1 second. Continue typing. All right. Clover will just smirk and be like, you know what? Try me. Before going to draw a weapon. That's enough. You hear someone in the cafeteria shout, and you all turn to where the voice is coming from. A man with long black hair with a single highlight in it, and a nice sort of teacher's outfit walks over. We are here to fight Grimm, not each other. Oh yeah? And who the hell are you exactly? Clover exclaims. Ren, Lyren. And I'm one of your teachers here.
Well, I apologize. And Lilac will come out of the kitchen area because she was still in there as Clover was gonna. I'm really sorry about all that happened. I think people.
It's quite all right. There's no need to apologize, Miss Towns.
Honestly, how about we just all get some food and then return to our rooms because this is a good indicator of what happens when hunters and huntresses are hungry, and I don't think we should allow that to happen.
Ren will nod and be like, please help yourselves to anything there. You're students after all. But please, no more altercations. All right?
No problems. We just did not did not quite catch the memo that we could get where we could.
Clover will put a weapon away and be like, fine.
Since you were right about getting what you want, you can go first, Clover.
Thank you, she says, laced with sarcasm before heading to the back again. Lily will actually walk over to you and bow before saying, I'm so sorry about Clover. She's
I know her type. It's okay. I feel bad for. If anything, I should apologize to you. I really shouldn't have. Just come in and started it.
It's all right. She's not really a people person, and I'm sure it shows.
For both my sake and hers, since we're both not very good with people, I hope that changes. I hope both of our situations change.
Lily will nod before going to the back to keep an eye on Clover. So time passes.
Yeah.
You're all able to get fed. No, nothing else occurs. No more problems, and you all just, after you eat, go your separate ways and go back to your dorms.
Mm-hmm.
It's now late at
Yeah.
night. You guys have your first classes tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you're right, Peter. By the way, wow, yeah, and I'm just coming. I could get used to this. I could get used to this life here. The food's good. The Accommodations are nice. Oh man, this is. Well. He's just still walking. He's drifting around. Who wants to walk with Cid? But in all seriousness, I'm going to retire to my room. Take a different book this time, and just read it as I slowly doze off on my bed.
All right. Anyone else want to do something before they turn in? All right. Peter is good. All right. All right. It's been a fairly eventful day for all of you, and you finally turn in. Your first day of Beacon is just a few hours away.